How many know he's worthy of your praise right here in the Songmaker Gospel? Today is a special day. I'm actually spotlighting a lot of independent artists, but I have one of my dear colleagues. And I'm going to take my time with him because, you know, he's a great brother. We don't get a chance to talk to each other as often as we should. But I tell you one thing, thank God for Facebook and Twitter. You can reach everybody. I want to say a special hello and good morning. He surprised me because I didn't know he was in Philadelphia. If I would have connected with him earlier, I would have had him here in the studio. Minister Chris Grier. How you doing, man?
Simone, I am blessed, highly favored, not because of anything that I've done, but all because of who Jesus is. I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm feeling great. What a surprise. The last time I saw you was 3 years ago at Shaw University. Remember the alumni concert we had?
Oh, yes.
I was the MC along with Keisha Monk. Remember that day?
I remember it very well. It's impressed in my mind. I remember you standing up and bringing us into the presence of God. I remember Keisha. I remember the choir. Oh, what a time in Shirley Caesar's church that day we had.
Absolutely. Well, Chris Grier, I just want to say, Minister Grier, I thank you, man. I've been knowing of you for at least, we're telling our ages now, for at least 20 years.
Oh, man, you done aged.
And that is because when we were in college at Shaw University.
Oh, yes.
Now, Chris, let's reminisce on back in the day. I mean, that's only 20 years ago or 20-something years ago, close to that. Chris, do you remember when you first met me?
Simone, your personality is so great and so vibrant. I'm not sure if there is anybody who has crossed your paths who could not recall the day that they came in touch with your infectious smile and just your spirit of God that rests in you. Yes, I remember the day.
Do you remember what I said to you when I saw you? I'm just playing with you, though. But I just, it's so funny because as we think about the days of when we were in college and us being involved in ministry, the church there, Shaw University, what a great history there. I'm going to be down there in a couple of weeks. You know, you singing on the gospel choir, you leading songs, and you know, it seemed like y'all just wanted me to MC every event.
That's because you were good at what you did.
Well, thank you, man. And listen, I appreciate your ministry. You graduated from Shaw with a degree in music. Is that correct?
That's correct. Visual and Performing Arts and Concentration in Focus.
So try to bring us up to date with the expedited process of what you've been doing since you graduated from Shaw. I believe that you're living in the Detroit area?
About 2 hours west of Detroit, Holland, Michigan.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about what you've been doing, man. Go ahead.
Absolutely. So when I left Shaw University, me and a mutual friend of ours, Mark Hubert, went to Ohio University in Athens, and we completed our degree. I completed a master's in educational leadership with a concentration in higher education administration. I then went on and served as the assistant director of Purdue University. After that, I went and taught a few years in my alma mater, the high school that I grew up, historic Idlewild, Michigan. And after that, I became the minister of fine arts at a church in Holland, Michigan, Maple Avenue Ministries, where currently my wife is the senior pastor there.
Awesome.
There for about 8 years, and then left and took another pastor of worship at a church down the street, and then came back a few years ago. But what I'm doing now is I'm the associate director of admissions for Western Theological Seminary, seminary of the Reformed Church in America.
That is awesome. And you're here in Philadelphia as we speak. So what's going on in Philadelphia?
Well, yearly we have my denomination, the Reformed Church in America, ironically, which happens to be the oldest continuous running Protestant denomination in the country. Our charter predates the Constitution, and we had to get it from the King of England. That's how old the church is, and we are a seminary of that denomination. And so that denomination has an African-American black council, and every year they gather together with blacks from all over the country and having a good time. Normally it's in New York. This year we saw fit to bring it to the city of brotherly love, and let me tell you, we are feeling loved here already.
That is incredible. And you're going to be here to when? Sunday?
I'll be here through Sunday, yes.
Okay, so what do they have on the schedule? What's the itinerary for this conference?
Well, we have a number of things. We've got our annual banquet on Saturday evening.
Mm-hmm.
We gather together. We've got some youth coming from all over the country, New York, California, Florida, Michigan. My wife is bringing a large delegation, and we will be entertaining and educating and edifying and trying to build up the church, bring connectivity. We'll be concentrating on what does it mean to be part of the army of God. What does it mean to have your battles fought? What does it mean to go into war for the Lord? What does it mean to look to the hills from whence cometh your help? We'll be focusing on those themes, and then we'll culminate with a communion service on Sunday morning, early Sunday morning.
That is incredible. Now, is this open to the public as well, or what?
There are a few places that are open to the public. So our Saturday noon time speaking will be open to the public, and our Sunday morning early communion service will be open to the public as well, yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to definitely try to get down there, man, because one of the great things about our radio station, do you know I can broadcast from right down there?
Wow.
We're going to talk about that a little bit later. I'm scheduled to produce our talk show host on Saturday, but I'm going to make arrangements with you so that I can definitely connect with you while you're here, but I can also come down there and remote something from that event for you for free for 1 hour. What you think of that?
Man, I'm thinking that God is good.
Absolutely. I'm going to take care of our own. We went to Shaw University. Your family, man.
You better believe it.
So what words of encouragement can you share, Minister Grier? Because you were always an encouragement to many of us. You always was gracious in your demeanor. You can sing deep down from your stomach, brother. What words of encouragement can you share to the listeners today?
Well, I want to share a few words very briefly. First of all, God has all of it in control.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that can happen to you without a hair falling from your head without the will of the Father in heaven. That's true, and that if God will take you, if you're going through it and through it, God will be right there with you. I know there are some people who their hope may be diminished, but God is a restorer of those who are hopeless. Their faith may be dimmed, but if they would find a grain of a mustard seed of faith, their faith would be renewed. I know there are some people who are going through some very difficult times that seem like all things are falling apart, just in chaos in their life, in their family, at their workplace. It just seems like all is falling apart. But trust me, my brother, my sister, it is all falling into place, not because of who you are, but because of the God that you serve.
Awesome word. So Minister Grier, go ahead and give them the information how they can reach you on Facebook and all those search engines that you're on. Go ahead.
Absolutely. They can reach me at two different places. The first one is Chris CJ Kingdom Grier. That's right, Kingdom, Kingdom. That's my wife's maiden name, and I had to take it with both ministry. At Facebook, or they can reach me at Grier World Communications as well. That's a new site that I put up, and that will have all of my travels. So I've taken choirs to Japan and South Africa, to Mexico, and to Paris, and I've done music symposia and workshops in Nepal and Bangladesh. All of that information is upcoming on there. You'll see video of my 200-voice gospel choir, Japanese gospel choir in Japan. So come and check me out, and you'll be blessed, not because of who I am, but because of who I serve.
Wonderful. We thank you so much, man. I thank God for your ministry. I thank God for what you're doing. Shaw University is proud of you today. They have put out some outstanding alumni, and you are one of those, man. We salute you. We're definitely a bear from Shaw University. My dear brother, I thank God for you. I thank God for your music ministry. You have always been in the career of your music ever since I've known you, and that's what it's all about. People need to know that they can live out their passion, and that's what you're truly doing. Would you like to say hello to anybody special and give my regards to your wife? I'm going to definitely connect with you before you leave the city. Go ahead.
Absolutely. I do want to send a shout out to two special people in the Philadelphia area. The first one is my cousin, Tony Clark, who is over there setting up sites for the Philadelphia Inquirer. And the other is my aunt, Elizabeth Kingdom, who is serving faithfully at Westminster Presbyterian Home.
Wonderful. Thank you, Chris. We will talk with you real soon, man. Welcome to the city. Enjoy yourself. Make sure you get a Philly cheesesteak and hoagie while you're here too, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, we'll be in touch with you, man. I'm definitely going to stop by and see you guys, and I'm probably going to remote a 1 hour, 2 hour broadcast from down there. What you think of that?
I'm excited, man. I can't wait for it.
That's right. Get those folks lined up. I'm going to let you host and we're going to interview them, okay?
All right.
All right. God bless you. We'll be in touch.
God bless you.
All righty. Have a great day.